Smoke is quieting down. Seems like we've got to a lot of the smoke. Dub, you got smoke?
So Murda Mook just did an interview with 15 Minutes of Fame. And I know you guys know because you watched the video here a couple months ago. Joe Budden went on a spicy rant when Murda Mook was going through some personal issues at his house. And I said, this may get a little tricky because Mook is a stand-up, honest dude. And it did. Mook didn't like that. Look at the files.
I mean, Joe Budden. There was a lot of people that actually was really
Joe Budden
clowning you, and I'm mad because you my man and I know better. Attempting.
Nobody could clown me for nothing.
Okay, well they made fun of it.
Why you say that? A lot of people in there say Joe Budden. We talking about Joe Buttons?
Well, I was gonna continue,
niggas used to Joe Buttons, bro.
Joe Buttons.
Niggas came to his family house and slapped the shit out of his family on camera and told that nigga to come stick up for your family, and he did. So his walls is already closing in. Whatever said he should said about my walls, pause, nigga, his shits is already, because, you know what I'm saying? We know him. We know niggas used to pick him up off the streets and give him money. He, he should, if anything, he should understand somebody initially that dealt with the situation. Mm-hmm. Or if I felt I thought me and him might have been, I thought we had a rapport where we were cool, right? Everybody that's close to me, he's all the way off this radio.
For the record, I didn't just mean that single him out.
No.
Has a big platform.
A lot of people,
and I thought
but him,
so,
right there goes.
Right,
so he singled himself up. He singled himself up,
right?
Because he's the only. You ain't think all of my friends that are in the industry and family members that have way more influence or whatever you want to say than him have seen that and have called me and reached out and helped me. Shout out to LL. That's Big Brother. Shout out to Shaq. He's him. His name is Mouse. Look, like I said, I thought we was cool. Apparently, we wasn't. Queen's Flip, it's my brother.
As y'all can see, Mook is not playing with Joe Budden. His daughter and his family are his main priorities. Now, I met Mook many times, man, and he is a serious dude. He's serious, man. He don't play no games. He love his family. He's just very family oriented. When the events come, that's where he at. All time. That's wherever I see him is family. Family. And he's a serious guy. I knew he wasn't going like that. And being that Joe Budden has such a large platform and didn't call Mook first, it doesn't warrant as friendship or being cool with someone in Mook eyes. He feels as if Joe should have called him before going public and making the joke. Murda pointed out the people that were in his corner and called him as soon as the news broke. But he didn't appreciate Joe Budden's comments. Mook went to digging into Joe Budden's old personal issues and thought Joe, because he's been through some tough times and been violated by people in the streets, that he would have some type of understanding or compassion regarding his situation. Queens Flip the whole time didn't want to speak on the subject when it was going on at the pod, which was the right thing to do. I felt like that, and clearly Mook felt like that too. But Joe Budden went full on joke mode and held no regard for a possible friendship. Queens Flip went to ask Joe before the rant. So it's friends to none of these niggas, right, Joe? And Joe went in. He didn't care. Queens Flip tried to give him a little warning. But certain things have consequences, like speaking on someone's family, even in a jokingly way, to millions of people. Joe seemed like he would brush this off when he spoke about it on the pod. And even after, on a later episode, Queens Flip told Joe, yo, Joe, you violated. But Joe stood on business and acted like it was nothing, and that when he sees Mook, he would just tell him to his face, and it ain't nothing. Joe said that with so much bravado, you would think that, he's some type of mob boss or something by his reaction for not caring. But I've met Mook many times, and I knew that wasn't going to sit well at all. I guess Joe should have been more compassionate. A lot of people before in the comments were saying, Joe was homeless, he was this, he was that. And Mook brought all of that stuff up. Joe does shed a lot of light on the times when he wasn't who he is today. I mean, he even says in the pod, before I was Joe Budden, or when I wasn't Joe Budden, and that's his name. So I mean, yeah, he does. I think Joe does understand where he was before. Maybe sometimes he does forget, being bougie, wearing boat shoes and leather tops, leather pants. That's how Joe moving now. Going to Tatiana's, getting restaurant, menus in straight Italian. He can't even speak Italian. Just, that's the type of life he living right now. So maybe he's a little out of touch with the people. People like Mook, certain protocols, or maybe he just doesn't care, and for people like Mook, people like Flip, that's still in touch with those people, they care. That matters to them. It shows people that you are still a person, that you're a human. And yeah, man, let's see where this goes. Let's see how Joe addresses this on the pod. Let's see if he's going to be more compassionate. Let's see if he's going to give Mook a I'm sorry. Let's see if he's going to still have that bravado where, like, he doesn't care. He doesn't, it's not nothing to him. But let's see. And we'll be back with the files.
My guy, Dub, too. That's my man, though.
Gang.
That's my man, Big Dub.